was one thing that I want to tread lightly with this, okay? And I'm going to re-emphasize tread lightly, Dusty.
Oh, no.
Okay?
Why you do that to me, cuz?
Now, the man, Dwayne Wade.
There he is.
This guy here?
Oh, gosh, guys. Oh, my goodness sakes. Take it off.
Yo, that's wild.
Could be one of the random.
That's crazy.
Could be some guy
okay,
over there.
I put in my Instagram stories,
Yeah.
Dwayne Wade's daughter, just to
shoot, I know.
I think they're completely, the conversion is complete.
Like, that's weird to me.
Yeah, so I want your opinion on
My
this.
opinion, I just said it. That's weird to me.
Right? And, you know, like I said, we're gonna keep it.
I think this is on an agenda. Like, this is written down like number one thing to do in the agenda book.
Agenda.
Yeah.
Agenda.
Right? It's the agenda. You put some propaganda on the bottom, then you put it on top.
Yo.
You take some propaganda on the bottom, then you put it on top.
So NBA star, he's retired?
Come on,
I'm
brother.
so out of the loop when it comes to sports, yo.
Wow,
Ex-NBA star Dwayne Wade's daughter, Zaya, 15, finalizes legal transition and name change.
This is his karma.
Where's the picture?
This is his karma.
Oh, they don't got no picture in this?
Do you know how he conceived that kid? Do you know?
No.
The lady that doesn't agree with what's going on, right? He took that child from the lady. Right? The lady that was with that had. Okay, she stepped out on one of the Wayans brothers' sons. Okay? Zaya's mom stepped out on one of the Wayans brothers' sons with Dwayne Wade. And that's how that child came about. Okay?
Oh, so that's not his kid.
No, it's his kid. That's his kid.
Right.
But she stepped out on
so
one
then
of
he
the
left her for that.
You know the Wayans brothers?
Yeah.
They have sons now that are actors. One of the sons was with the lady that had
his baby moms.
That, which is Dwayne Wade's baby moms now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was already a thing out of wedlock. It was already a thing out of like, you know what I'm saying?
So he left her after she caught him. He caught her cheating. Basically.
I don't know what's up with that whole story. I didn't honestly dig that deep into that story. I won't even lie. You know what I mean? But I just know the surface of it.
Okay,
and
so it's saying here her legal name is now Zaya Malachi Arianis Wade.
Yeah, like it's crazy, right? It's crazy, right? So that's what I'm trying to go to, where it's like this is all they've been trying to say, like, you know what I mean? This is something paid off. Like, this is something like it's kind of weird, right? It's getting kind of weird over there. You know what I'm saying? It's getting kind of weird over there. I don't want to really get too deep.
A liver disease was
It's crazy.
so bad.
Yo, is this a friggin' ad?
That's crazy. This is crazy.
No ads.
That's crazy, cuz.
Fam, here's the thing too. Like, you know, the stepmom is Gabrielle Union and stuff, right? Like that,
That's what I'm saying.
I feel like they're saying, and this is from me watching from the outside, that she was like, you know, go for it, pushing this more than anybody, no?
Because
or am I wrong about this?
It's not her child, and she couldn't have children at one point.
Dwayne Wade's daughter, Zaya, has been granted an official name change
This is
and
crazy.
assignment of gender. While Zaya has gone by her name since 2020, a ruling filed in Los Angeles' Superior Court states that her legal name is now Zaya Malachi Aramis Wade. The judge also granted an official stamp of approval for the 15-year-old's illegal transition that would allow her sex markers on documents to match her gender identity. Zaya came out as transgender in 2020 and has since received unconditional support from both her father and her stepmother, Gabrielle Union.
That's what I'm saying.
Meanwhile, Zaya's mother, Savon Funches Wade, alleged in a court filing last November that Wade was trying to profit from their daughter's outreach towards a name and gender change. At the time, Wade responded to the claims on Instagram, stating that these are serious and harmful allegations that have hurt their children. He added,
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, bro. It's crazy.
So the mom Dukes is not having that.
She ain't feeling it, dog.
And him and his Hollywood ass and all of them, they're just like, go for it, do whatever you want. So okay, you're a parent.
Yes, very much so.
Now, this young lady, just with all due respect, I'll respect their family, right?
Okay.
Is 15 years old. What age do you think kids should be able to decide whether they want to do?
No kid should even decide something like that. Period.
So
they don't even have a mind.
19 plus to be able to make that decision.
If that's the case, right? They do not have a mind of their own. Let's just be real. Right? And their brains don't develop until the ages of whatever.
Ooh.
But definitely not at the age of 15. I don't care if a kid wants to come in and say I'm gonna be an astronaut. I'll be like, okay, cool, you're gonna be an astronaut. I'll know by the time they're 19, they're gonna be like, dog,
yeah,
I'm about to do some things over here, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, so things change, right? Things change, and especially with children. I was a child. My mind's changed.
Yeah,
from a child to now. You know what I mean? Things I thought I would have been then, I definitely ain't now.
Yo, your mind changes in your 30s and stuff, fam.
Yeah.
Hey, I thought I was gonna be a rapper. I'm a podcaster now.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
That's how it goes.
And you could think about that. You could think that your whole life. I thought that my whole life I was destined to be a rapper.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So now what am I, trans podcaster?
Well,
because I decided
technically, yeah. You know what I'm saying? You transformed into something different.
Yeah.
Right? But I'm saying it took you that time to realize that, okay, this is what I am really gonna be. Right? Now, she's, in all due respect, she is there. Okay, even if she was like, I felt like this from the day I was born. Right? Cool. I'm not going to be at me as a father. I'm going to be like, yeah. And you know how I felt about you the day you were born? All right, cool. Let's go from there. Right?
And you were just born yesterday, like with all due respect, like yesterday being like literally almost yesterday.
Yeah. So that almost feels like, yo, was this pushed on you? Was that pushed on the person?
Where? In school? Because in school, this is where they're pushing.
No, in the home. Starts with the home. They always say it starts with the home. This man's had probably peer caretakers around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Caretakers around that child, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's real talk.
You know what I'm saying? So you never know what could have been going on in the sheets of his own home.
Yo, and I'm gonna tread lightly.
Yeah, that's why I
feel like
did.
Since this has been going on, and this is very heavy agenda driven. Like I'm gonna agree with the agenda thing, right? Even though I don't know what that agenda specifically, the goal is it to make people recognize that their community has deserves equality, or are they trying to make people more gay? Like what? Let's establish what is the agenda. Like to start with,
more of a sense of population control. More of a sense of like, you can't it's population control.
So now, they want to feminize us so we'll have less kids so that we can
very much so, because especially in our
population,
especially in the urban community. Especially in the urban community, because what are most urban community men are known to do? Breed.
So there's an evil end to the agenda.
Yeah.
Right? Rather than our agenda is just, let's say, they just want to make sure that people are aware that they have rights too. Because if that's the agenda, there's nothing. Because there's not only bad agendas, right? There's good agendas and there's bad agendas.
Yeah, and that's a bad agenda,
right?
You're giving a child a choice,
right?
When really they don't have one, because when they wake up for school, do they have a choice of what you made them for lunch? Do they have a choice of what time they got to go there? Do they have a choice of what they wear almost? Like, do they have a choice of, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. Well, now they do, because
who says that? Society?
Society says that your kid should be able to decide by the time they're 5. I don't feel like wearing these pants to school today. Okay. I want to wear a tiara and a ballerina dress to school, and you as a parent should respect their feelings and what is the words that they use there? Recognize their emotions and then let them put on the dress.
So you see where everything has become more sensitive. Yeah. And like,
how could you control your child like that and tell them they can't wear it?
I heard of a situation of a kid coming to school in half of a skirt and half pants and
If he wants to come to school wearing an army helmet, he is a soldier and he wants to do it.
Oh man, let him do it. That's a little bit different. That's more showing of a boy. You know what I mean? Like,
he feels like a soldier, so he wants to dress up as a soldier and come to school every day. He's a soldier.
But that's a man thing.
Yeah,
that's you being a man.
Well, you got to understand.
Yeah.
When you're talking about, and when we're talking about this, we can't look at it as, because you're looking at it as he's being a man, so that's being right.
In that sense, yeah.
We're not looking at it as gay's wrong and straight's right.
No.
We're not doing that here today.
No. But I'm showing you, what I'm telling you is that you can't push it on a child, and you can't tell a child that, that is right. You got to tell them what is right from what is wrong.
Right.
Now, if they keep telling you something like, this is how I feel, this is how I feel, this is how I feel, if you're a parent and you're going through that, you have to flip and understand it.
Like, both should be nipped in the bud. It shouldn't be like, okay, you can wear army hat to school because it's manly, but you can't wear a tiara because it's girly.
A what?
No.
A what?
A tiara.
A what that? I don't even know what that is.
I'm saying.
And I have 6 daughters.
You can't wear the army hat because you're not a soldier.
Yeah.
But don't just allow him just because, it's more manly, so he can wear the army hat. No, you can't wear army hats to school, my G, and you can't wear tiaras.
Okay, you can't do that. Cool. You got to be...
Period. It's not because allow him one because he's being a man. No, fam, we have to be even down the board.
Okay, cool.
You know what I'm saying?
Cool. I'm understanding that part about it, right? Now, what I said to you already, though, with the situation of Dwayne Wade's daughter, right? She was once a boy.
Yeah.
Okay? He already had a boy in his home already caressing that. All right? She already had a relationship with some boy. This is all weird. I don't care. Right? I'm not saying it's like not appropriate or something like that, because that's someone's issue. That's someone's privacy.
That's their own thing.
Yeah,
right?
dog.
But,
so I would never scrutinize that part about it. But I'm saying the fact of you're saying them pushing it now in my child's face,
now that's a different story.
That's a different story, my dude. Right?
That's all I'm trying to get to.
No, that's what I'm getting to.
Just whatever they do behind closed doors, that's on them. I'm not here to judge whether it's right or wrong. But is it okay for now this to be?
Well, you asked me
what age 50, group?
Yeah,
whereas are kids able to have access to this information?
Wherever it is, it's a drinking legal age. Wherever the drinking legal age is, that's where it should be legal. That's how it should be legal. Because then, for you to change yourself, all right, at the age of 13, who's paying for that? Me?
Yeah,
me. I don't got that.
Come on, Dad. I feel like being a girl.
No. Whoa.
You gotta pay for that.
No. Why do I have to pay for that? That is your prerogative. So now, while that's being your prerogative, you gotta work on that. Then, if that would be the damn case, you have to work on that. And then when you reach the age of damn 19, you can do what you want. Because now if your daughter want bigger breasts, right? Normally a daughter's not even gonna come to her dad about that. Right. Your mom will probably come to the dad and be like, we're gonna go ask the girl wants some this and that, right?
If she wants bigger breasts, right? Can she get them before 19?
No, you got to finish some school. You got to do something to get, for you to enhance yourself or want to be feeling yourself or whatever, right? As a woman, right? Me as a father, me and her mother will do that, right? But I'm not changing your sex. I'm not going to be the one who brought you here like this and then be like, no, you know what I mean? Okay, now you want to go and change. That's on you. That would have to be on you.
That's the debate that's happening these days.
But see, he has money. Wade has money.
Yeah.
right? So that's an imaginary playmate thing that they're on. Because now, imagine he didn't have no damn money, right? Most people are going through more schizophrenia with those type of things. They're probably castrating themselves.
Yeah, there are different examples of people who've gone through listen, I'm not very well researched on this, so I'm not going to go off the ledge, but there are examples of people who've gone through the whole gender transformation and stuff like that, and then they're like, they have regrets, and so there's videos of them going through like, and then damn, I shouldn't have done that.
Did they do it?
I went through. They took it the whole way, cut off their buddy or whatever. Now they're like, why did I do that?
That's crazy. That's what I'm saying. She's the age of the person.
These are adults.
These are this person, the age of 15. Their brain hasn't even developed yet. Say she turns around at 19 and be like, holy smokes, I want to be a dude again, right? What are you gonna do? Go find a buddy in the garbage?
So wait, let me double check here.
Find her buddy in the garbage and try to sew it back on?
I think she just the name. Because I remember Boosie got cheesed on this too, right?
Yeah, but look how his karma come back to nip him in his butt.
Pause.
No. I'm not even going to pause it because it's real. He talked about someone else's child, and then what happened? What happened? His daughter came out too.
Yeah.
She a carpet muncher. So at the end of the day, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. You know what I mean?
I'm
not even here trying to talk on nobody's child, really. But I'm just saying on all results, I wouldn't accept. I'm not saying I wouldn't accept it, but I'm saying I wouldn't be the one funding it. I'm not funding it.
Yeah,
I'm not funding it. I don't care if I got $1 million in the banco. All right, I'm not funding that.
You got to do 1,000 paper routes for that one right there.
You on your own on this one.
15. You got to go work at Starbucks extra long or whatever.
What you got to do.
So it says here to have her legal transition after was finalized her legal transition after the Los Angeles judge granted her petition to legally change her name and update her gender marker on her identification documents.
Yeah, that's what.
She just wants to be able to change her name
and identify as that,
and identify on her documents as a woman.
Okay.
So there hasn't been any castration or any types of
that's the thing,
gender reassignment, as they say.
That's probably in the state that because of what the state that they live in and stuff like that, right? And the person's age.
Yeah,
I'm just being real.
You know, now if you're 15 years old, you go decide to get your parts changed.
Oh my God.
And now at 19, let's say even 23, you're like, you know what? I don't know if I want to do that anymore.
See what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. So the brain has not developed yet, especially for a boy. Especially for a boy. Because it's still a boy. You're still a boy. You can't have a baby.
Yeah.
You can't have a baby. So you're still a boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. So now that's honestly, man, that's different, man. That's hitting some different territories, dog.
That's why I said we have to tread lightly, bro. It's wild because
I treaded as much as I could.
There's a few different people who, when it comes to that whole gang, right? There's the mainstream and the YouTube, whatchamacallit, terms and conditions and stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure.
But then there's also the cancellation. There's two levels, right? You don't want to get slapped on YouTube for having some wild content, and two, you don't want to say the wrong thing, and now they're on your head top, and you're like, yo, you should apologize because you're homophobic and
No, I just said I'm not funding something that I don't want to fund. I didn't say I can't afford it, right? Like, come on, let's just be real, right? Come on, you know what I mean? That's already, that would be an issue probably in so many people's household that have kids, and that's what their kid is going through.
Yeah,
right?
Even just to get the name changed. Forget the gender reassignment, right?
Yeah.
The name change and documentation and all that, the law and all that. You got to pay for that. I'm not paying for the legal advisory for you to be getting all that stuff done, fam. There's one thing to be supportive as a parent, to be like, you know what, fine, you want to do what you want to do what you want to do. Yeah. But you want me to pay for it? No. That's a little bit wild.
Now that's what I'm saying though. But this person comes from money, right? And now what you have to see is when you see the biological mother saying they didn't approve of it, right?
Yeah.
That's where you know there was a catch-22 situation in this, where Gabrielle Union and Mr. Wade probably went and first started with, okay, we just want legal custody, like the full thing. Just give us to us. Because you got to sign off on papers for that one. For someone to change their name under the age of 19, 21, probably out there.
Yeah, the parents definitely have to sign off.
All right. So first step,
unless the kid gets emancipated from their parents.
No, and you for the person's parent to also be in the tabloids saying, I didn't agree with this. Obviously, the parent is still involved somewhere along the line.
Yeah.
Right? But probably doesn't have custody.
Doesn't have custody and just doesn't have the money for their say to matter as much.
Exactly. So their custody is with Wade. So Wade signed off on this.
That's wild. That's
you know what
wild. I mean? Well, listen, man. Hold your head to everybody in there. You know what I'm saying? This is
it's wild, bro. It's crazy, right? Because it's like you can't say nothing crazy, but it's a child, right? So you have a different type of sensitive spot for a child. Like, imagine now he didn't do what the child requested, and then you go up to the room and the child hung himself.
That's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not so cut and dry to be like, you can't do this. Because these days and times, there was like, okay, back in the days, your parents tell you can't go outside.
Yeah.
That's the punishment, going outside.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, it's like, there's different things that kids want to do.
You can't be on your phone.
You can't be on your phone.
Whoa.
You can't think that you're a girl. You can't, like, there's all these different things that are like new things that your parents, that kids bring to their parents.
That's been around from ever since probably man has been man. Like, you can't do that. But some people probably have that in them genetically. Some people really probably just feel like that. Some people have been turned out. Who knows, right?
Yeah.
So what you have to understand about it is, like, if that happens to be you as a parent and you're in that situation, right? If your child is of age and can kind of feel like, okay, yeah, my parents know I'm a little weirdo, like I'm a little different from everybody else, but like, okay, cool, but I shouldn't, them as a kid or as a person in that world should know that you're in the same world as everybody else, and that you should know that it's not gonna be that cheap to do something like that if that's what you want as a person trying to be that type of way, right? And if you're living in a household that the parents are already struggling just to feed you, not you and your alter ego, right? Like, I'm just being real.
Now we gotta feed you and we gotta pay for your legal proceedings
because you will kill
and now
yourself
you want us to pay for surgery.
That's wrong. That's wrong.
Because
like
you're putting that pressure on us. Like, if we don't acquiesce to your request, or we don't, recognize that, you're going through these things, like you said, you might end up doing something wrong, or just do it anyway. Just leave the house and do it anyway.
Okay, that's them. But that's what I'm saying. With this situation with Wade is a million quadrillion billionaire. So he has money out of his derriere. So his kids can just imagine something in their bedroom and come downstairs and be like, Dad, I think can I do this? And then he's like, okay, hold on, I gotta go to this ball, and then after I'll be back. I'll tell you my decision. You know what I'm saying?
He don't even gotta bounce no more. He could just go right to the checkbook,
right?
Or go cash app that,
right? It's just a different situation because he can afford it. So if his child was just stuck up in the room, how do you know this kid didn't barricade themselves in a room for 7 days until the person said, okay, I'll do it? Yeah. How do you know? Wade's probably doesn't want you to find that out. Like, how do you know?
Yeah, that could have happened still.
Come on, Wade comes from
he could have been going, because people have been on his head top like, yo, what are you doing, fam? But we don't know what kind of madness he could have been going through in the crib.
Exactly. Where he's like, oh my God, this kid is gonna kill. And then the kid's like, yeah, you have money, you could do it. Right? Yeah. And now he's like, whoa.
So where does that come from, fam? It doesn't come from their household, because this is not like, I don't think it's a Dwayne Wade Zaya issue. I think that this is an issue that's going on in different households.
Yes,
he's just the rich people,
exactly,
and famous that we're getting to see the story through.
Exactly.
But I feel like somebody's house, and this is my opinion. I think that in the schools, this is happening where the kids are like, whatever behavior that we pick up from the playground, these kids are picking up new behaviors from the playground. Okay, now they're going home and they're saying, well, you know, I know my friend so and so. They decided that they wanted to become a girl. I think I want to do that too.
No.
This is the types of stuff that they're seeing in school that we weren't, right?
You're
you're
right.
And
You're
even
right.
with like for
You're
them
right.
and a positive for the LG for their positive thing, like there's more people who are more comfortable coming out. So now in high school, there's you know, same sex couples that the kids are seeing because kids are not hiding it anymore. Where back when we were in high school, kids would hide that until they're adults, right? So now the kids are seeing Jamie and John. They have a relationship, right? Yeah. And then they're gonna go home and be like, "Hey, I think I want to have a relationship."
No, how could you think that?
Well, because they're seeing it in school, fam.
Yeah, but I get you, but like that's like, come on, man. Like you gotta go. Like, see, you're putting it in a
I'm messing you up, bro.
like, different zone. Like, I don't know how I can take that if somebody comes to me like that in that sense, because you're seeing me or you're seeing your parents at home with, you know what I mean? The opposite, right?
Yeah.
Now, in order for maybe some of these kids now,
And that's not all parents
Hold
either.
on.
There's some same-sex parents.
Exactly. So maybe that's where they're seeing it first.
That's for some.
So is that now pushing it on people? Or like, how do you know if that's not being pushed on somebody?
I feel like it's a bit of both.
So how do you know? And I don't even want to get into that, because like now I'm more like, yo, that's unfair. If like somebody's seeing that at home and then they're being told, oh, okay, it doesn't matter who you bring home. And then they're like, okay. And then they go see the little boy at school who maybe doesn't really understand nothing yet. He just likes his toys and his video games.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? Doesn't know nothing. And then this boy just comes and pinches him on his butt.
Yo.
Because he sees his parents do that at home. Right?
Okay, well, that can happen.
Okay, now, what do you do with that? What do you do with that? And then your kid comes to you and you don't really know him to even be, or her to be involved in those type of situations. Aren't you going to flip? Let's just be real. Aren't you going to flip?
I'm.
If your kid comes in and says, yo, this is what I want to, yo, where's mom's blood clot skirt?
We're living in a different time, fam.
I don't give a shit.
I can't say that I would flip at this point in time.
You'd have to.
My old school 1980s brain might say, yeah, well, no, you can't do that. But we're in 2023, fam. If I say no, you can't do it, it doesn't mean the kid's not going to do it.
Yeah, I feel you. That's
when my mom was like, no, you can't be outside after a certain time, didn't mean I didn't go.
Yeah. It's like when white dads would tell their white daughters they'll date black men,
and vice versa. Don't bring home no white girls. I brought home a white girl. Many of them. So it's not like I could tell the kid, "Oh, don't be gay." The hell, I can't tell them that.
Yeah, you can. You could tell them what it is,
and they're gonna be like, "Okay, all right, Dad. All right, not gay." No, fam, that's not how it works, bro.
Yes, it does. Because if you install something in a child's age from the ages of 1 till 7, they are installed. If they're programmed, you could program a child's age from the age of 1, from the day they're born to the ages of 7. Yo, you could install anything in their mind. Because even my pops would come around. You turn boy them. You turn this. You turn that. But shut time blow or deal with you.
Yeah,
and
but you're talking about your dad. He's old school.
But it doesn't matter. So then what it installed in me is like, yo, my dude, you can't be doing these weird stuff or none of them. So then boom. Now I have my youths. It's the same goddamn way.
Now if your kid comes home and tells you
nope,
or he wants to tell you, but he knows how you are.
Yeah.
Now he's just gonna feel that he can't tell his dad stuff, and he's gonna do it behind your back.
No, they could tell me
and not have the security of at least you knowing what go on.
They could tell me I'll already know what go on. I'll know what the what go on before them know what blow or go on.
So if your kid is out there, and this is with all due respect, if your kid is out there taking dick, you're already gonna know this.
I would know it. I would know it.
So then you're gonna tell them, I already know you're taking dick. Stop doing it.
Or that's you, but you got to make sure you make maneuvers to do what you got to do.
Because
you got to do what you got to do.
You can't tell your. Yeah,
no,
I'm not saying that you can't tell your kids what to do.
No, but I would already know.
Age,
I would already know if that's what you're doing. I'll already know, especially if you're living under my roof.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I would see it. You're not bringing in a whole slew of gal.
Right.
I would be like, whoa, why go on here? So you know what I mean?
And this might be something that we might have to start opening up to some Patreon levels for this.
Yeah.
But like, if Shorty comes home, when your boy child,
yeah,
at like 14 says, "Yo, Dad, I'm gay," he can't live there no more.
No, that's your problem. That's just your problem. I would honestly say that's just your problem, fam. You already know, fam. That's your problem.
I can't.
No.
Bro.
I'm not gonna diss him. I'm not dissing him, but I'm saying, yo, that's your problem, fam.
But can he stay?
He can stay, but that's your problem. Just don't be coming up in here bringing all your flamboyant shit.
They'll be kissing homeboy at the table.
All that shit. Keep that shit over there. You know what I mean? That's it.
All the PDA at the dinner table.
It would baffle me. It would baffle me because you see me around women. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it baffle me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it would be like whatever. But like that's your problem. That's between you now and God. That's between you now and God. That's your choice. That's your problem. That's between you now and God. I don't care. Right? I love you the same damn way, but that's between you and God, and that's your problem. Now, get your education and do what you got to do to get yourself up, because then it's your business.
Yeah.
All right? That has nothing to do with me, dog. You know what I mean? Because my sins with God, he knows. And that's between me and God. So he knows I got to deal, when my judgment comes, I got to deal with that. When his judgment comes, he got to deal with that. Like any other man or woman. You get what I'm trying to say?
No, for sure.
I'm just being real. So I would never kick them out. I would never do none of that. But I'm telling you the truth. If you are under my roof and that is your thing, I would already know. Yeah, right? Yeah. So then there's no you not being under my roof, because I would already know. So you're still under my roof. Just this now, where it would lead into is the respect. Are you now gonna bring it into my household and now be pushing it on me?
No, well, you set the rules in your house, right? You could.
That's what
There's one thing of the kid. You can't tell the kid how to feel. Like
feel how you want to feel. That's between you and God,
right? But like, you can set the rules. Obviously, it's your household. Like, don't bring no men into the house.
Okay, cool.
So that's on you.
Yeah.
Right. But as far as like the kid, like, it's not his. From what they say, that it's not his choice.
They can feel like that. Obviously, it's still a choice, because you're deciding to either tell people, you're deciding to either come out, you're deciding to either feel the way you feel. It's still your choice, right?
This is according to the stats, right? They say they're either born with it or not, right?
Yeah, okay.
Or born wanting to be that way or not.
And the way I think personally, the way the world is working is like, they put it in the water. They do all types of weird stuff now. You know what I mean? They put it in your face. Like, it's just a whole bunch of nonsense, right? For you to fall victim to anything.
I see in the comments here, somebody just said, Friday, I ain't worried about nothing. So what about some of y'all in the comments? Because I know some of y'all in the comment gang have kids. There's no way that, for the amount of audience that we have, and I know that I can see the demographics, the age groups of the demographics, right?
Yeah.
For y'all in the comments, okay, if Shorty comes home at 14, I'm going to even bring the age back again one more year, and says, girl or guy, mom or dad, I'm gay. Does he get to stay or she get to stay? Comment gang strong.
You're responsible for them until the age of 19, dog.
Yeah.
You can't kick them out.
You'll be surprised. You might see some people who are like, yo, you got to remember, over the years, over the decades, there's been different stories of people getting kicked out of their house after they came out to their parents and all types of
that's
laws.
old school though. That's like the old school way, right? That's the old school way. I'm just being real. And that's right? That's the old school way, right?
But some people are still in those old school ways. There's traditional families.
Very much so, but like I said before, that's their problem. That's between them and God. And that's their business when they reach the age of that it's their business, and I no longer have to take care of them. All right. So, like I said before, if it was going in like that, I would already know.
Yeah.
All right? I would already know. I can see it. Most parents can see it from the day their kids are born. All right? Most parents. I'm telling you the truth. Because I have friends that have parents that, or no. And also, I know like my mom has friends that have kids that when I was growing up, she'd be like, you know what? You know what I mean? And I'd be like, And then to see them later on in life. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, they called it from time.
They call it from time.
Yeah.
Okay?
Oh, so in the church and all that boy in the choir and all them, he sings so sweet.
Yeah, for sure.
He little got a little sugar in his tank. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. But that's the thing. Like, most parents would see it ahead of time. Right? So you would have to be a blind parent to not see it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You have to be a dumb parent. You'd have to be a real dumb parent not to see that maybe your kid could be swinging which way or the other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It don't matter what sex they are.
Yo, fam, there's examples in the comment gang right now. Look at this. A-Factor said, my daughter actually just said this after telling me about BFs for years. Last week she said she likes girls. I told her parents just want to be happy in the end of the day.
That's what I'm saying. And that's why I said it's their business. It's their business, right? Because like, and then it's like, okay. But at first he probably thought, okay, she was messing with boys because that's what he knew.
Yeah.
That's what he seen. Right? But now if you're seeing.
She was telling him.
Yeah. If you're seeing, that's what you know. Right? Now you're seeing another.
She was
You're a grown man. You're in your own world. Like you know what I mean. Like they're your kids. They're big people now. Like you can't say nothing to them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Well, his example, she's 12, right? This Road to Success says life is about choices, right?
Yes.
I want to see some other people in here, bro. The kid is hitting the streets, and I'm going to make money quick and disown them if they can't make money, whether gay or not. Damn, harsh, Nate.
You're harsh, but
we love hip hop.